Monday, Monday, tomorrow is tonight, tomorrow is today, a silver jet on a red sunset, and you walk away. Monday, Monday, in the heart of the city, fog upon the sea, the seashells talk, the seagulls squawk, it's all the same to me. Monday, and I hope that you come to stay one day. Stranded in the morning, I'm strung out on these rocks, a distant fire in the empire, a ladder in a box. Monday, Monday, and I hope, yes I hope, that you come to stay one day. How are you, people? Yeah, I'm Steve Kilbey. Hi. Hi, don't let me interrupt you all saying hello to each other, please. Hello, Keith Donald, hooray. I'm making Mondays great again. You know that. Christine, how are you? Rad times. Where's my hat? Wendy Clayton in New Zealand. Holly from Minneapolis. Benny Von Zeppelin. Okay, talking of Benny, Glenn Benny just sent me our new album, the GB3. Our last one came out, I think, about 11 years ago. And we've done this new album, and it's called Sakura Flower. I know a lot of people think I'm doing too much stuff all the time. I'm releasing too many records. I don't fucking care. I just got to do this. And a lot of things suddenly came forward into this year. Things that Glenn and I have been working on this album for about, 2 or 3 years now. Wow, it's, I hate to use this expression, but it's quite kick-ass. It's rather kick-ass, or kick-ass if you do that. Glenn Benny and I, GB3, Glenn Benny playing almost all the instruments. If you haven't heard the Underground Lovers, do yourselves a fucking favour. Have a listen to the Underground Lovers. They're an amazing band, and I've always admired them. Glenn likes what I do, and it's only logical that we should collaborate. Our last album was an absolute corker. Did you hear it? Did you hear our last album? It was called Emptiness Is Our Business. No, it wasn't. No, it was called Damage Control. We did another album called Emptiness Is Our Business, on which I had one song. And then we collaborated for a whole album called Damage Control. And now, here comes our new album. It's called Sakura Flower. Believe me, people overseas, you're going to want to know about the Underground Lovers. When you hear them, it's one of those things, when you hear them, it's one of those revelations. When I first heard them, I didn't even know who they were. I was in America with this agent. I was in LA and this guy had this big house with a spa and a pool and all this stuff. And he says, hey man, you want to listen to some new music? Oh yeah. He put on, I went, next. And then he put on the Undies' new album, which was called Leaves Me Blind. I went, whoa, what's this one? And he said, oh man, they're an Australian band. So Glenn Benny, this wonderful writer and guitarist who creates, just like Martin Kennedy, just like Jeffrey Kane, he creates these perfect things for me to sing over. He's created these wonderful, let me tell you about this album, it's so melodic. It's got so many hooks, it's like little pieces in a machine all working together. Foggy accidentally came here yesterday with her traditional Brussels sprouts and some edamame gnocchi. And I played her the album. She really liked it. She said it was really great. I mean, what else is she going to say? She's not going to come and go, well, I didn't really like that. So, you know. And Dave Rundle. I'm not going to tell you. It's a little bit like shoegaze. But you know what? It is. And it's also a little bit like New Order. And it's a little bit like Kraftwerk. But it isn't really like any of those things. And remember, Glenn's been going close on 40 years now. Oh, you wait till you hear it, Wild Child. It's going to blow your socks off. Hello, Italy. Hello, Nick Brick. Hello, Blarney. Diamanda Galaz. Is Gibbs Lee here? It's a little bit like shoegaze. It is a little bit. It's like, it's pounding, but it's got a lot of tune. All right, that's enough of that. I'm turning into Molly here. I know you're all dying to find out what I'm drinking. I'm drinking honey mead, supplied by the fabulous and wonderful Ashley Naylor. Ashley Naylor sent me some honey mead in the post, and I'm enjoying that with a liberal dash of... you know what? Blue Lotus. Okay. All right. Now, I'm titling this show tonight. Listen to the way I'm talking. You like I'm a teacher. Tonight. I'm calling this gig. Rehearsals is for ninnies because I haven't rehearsed at all, and it's kind of an interesting. Shoegaze that blows your socks off. That's what it does. While the shoes, that's the marvelous thing. You're gazing at your shoes and the socks are blown off. It's like that thing where they whip out the tablecloth and the crockery and the teapot stays exactly where it is. Yeah, new GB3, it's coming soon. It's epic. Believe me. All right, a lot of people been requesting this one. Hello, Bone Pearl Queen down there on the coast. Socks blown off, Foggy. How did you go? No, stupid. It isn't a stupid term, the Signa. It's not. It's because those guys all stood there with their heads down, like looking at their shoes. The name of the band, you're already sockless and I'm not even playing any of those songs. Do yourselves a favor, take your socks off before you listen to it, otherwise they could be blown to eternity or blown to oblivion. The name of the band I'm raving about is my favorite Australian band other than the Church, and they're called the Underground Lovers. They've got loads of albums out. Glenn Benny's also collaborated with me on another album called Damage Control. Anyway, lots of people trying to keep everybody happy here because I'm a people pleaser. I'm a real people pleaser. I need to make everybody happy. I'm also drinking pine needle tea. The Underground Lovers. You check them out. I was in Sweden once with only a few records. I had My Sweetheart the Drunk, and I had the Underground Lovers. It was Ways to Burn, and I have this other record by this Norwegian guy, Biosphere. Is it Biosphere? And it was like the sound of ice cracking up. Dream It Down is an incredible album. Sake, yeah. All right, I want to keep everybody happy. And this one, people have been asking for this. Theoretically, I should be able to play it, all right? Okay? Theoretically. Birdcage in her room, curtains pulled against the wall. Followed her down to Louisiana, hotel room, a bedside man. Gotta get back soon. She did it like a fish in the net. Some things you can never forget. Never any bother, never think another lover, all the regret. That's my story. Nothing special. Louisiana. Black rain falling in the night, strangers leave the lamplight. Once in a life, Louisiana, standing alone on the veranda. Christ, I must have been a sight. She shivered like a fish in the net, details you will never forget. One thing or another, never any bother, considering the regret. That's my story. Cost a fortune. Louisiana. Billy searching for more things. Next stop is Louisiana. No one there with a welcome banner. Don't suppose that they're too clean. She juggled her gentleman friends. Suddenly the war ends. Coming home, finding another man hiding, biting her lonely weekends. What a story. The cost $1,000. Louisiana. Like rainfall, empty birdcage in her room, curtains pulled against the moon. Once in a life, Louisiana, hotel room and a bedside man. Christ, I gotta get back soon. Christ, I gotta get back soon. Gotta get back to hello, Heather Jordan. Hello, Susie Markham. I keep thinking of people to ask you about Susie. Health before wealth. It's interesting you should say that, because today I was in this facility having radioactive iodine shot up into my main line so the quacks could watch it go around my system. So I was spending some time thinking about health today, that's for sure. Regretting all those cigarettes I fucking smoked when I was 18. All those Alpine. A guy at my work said, they're going to have to scrape the menthol off your lungs. I go, yeah, right. He goes, my sister-in-law, she smoked Alpine. They took her in the hospital, opened up and scraped all the menthol off. I was like, fuck. Oh, dear. And then I saw Brian Ferry smoke St. Moritz. I don't know if I'm okay yet, Diamanda. But how's this? How's this for... Like, I'm Australia's Larry David. How's this? All right? Because I was a stupid idiot heroin addict junkie, I fucked up all my veins, so they can't find a vein. And 3 different people had a go at finding my veins, and they couldn't find a vein. They want a vein in your arm. Of course, being an idiot, I fucked them all up. So they send me up, with a nurse, they send me up to ultrasound, and I'm dressed in my very fashionable black, what do they call those gowns that you wear in hospital? It's open at the front, thank God, because I hate it when they're open at the back. That's the worst thing. I'm in my gown. I've got my Reg Grundies on. Nothing improper. But I'm there sitting in my Reg Grundies, and I've got my black coat, my very fashionable black hospital gown, which is just sort of like, it's just like this stuff. It's hard to tell whether it's like where paper meets cloth, so you can throw it away. All right? So, okay, I'm sitting there in this ultrasound room. It's very quiet. Suddenly the door opens and in comes a very pregnant couple with a doctor, and they say, who are you? I go, I don't know who I am. They said, what are you doing in here? I said, I don't know. Someone told me to sit here. And then suddenly the nurse who brought me up there appears and goes, oh, it's all right, he's with me. And so I walk out, and this very pregnant woman, and I said, good luck with that. And it was all forgiven. But how would you like to be caught dressed like that in somebody else's fucking ultrasound session? Last thing they're expecting to see is a scruffy old rocker sitting there waiting to have the blue iodine, radioactive iodine dye go round and round in his system. And they just want to look at their new baby. It was kind of Larry David, right? Eventually, this doctor ultrasounds my fucking arm and finds a deep vein that he can hit, because he said it's gonna need a bit of plunging power when the radioactive iodine dye goes up my arm. It's gonna need a bit of. He said you can't have a little vein. It's got to be a really good vein. Yep. So there I was. It all happened. I went in the machine and everybody got well out of that room when that thing came on. And so be really ironic if I died tonight before they realise I was that close to dying. And I just sort of did it first. Anyway, enough of this. It feels like, that's what they kept saying. It's going to feel like you wet yourself. Yeah, no, it's no fun paisley and cerulean blue when they can't find. I'm going to be all right. Yeah, I've got some radioactive blue iodine floating around in my system, but how could anything go wrong with that? All right. Okay, here's another song that has the name of a place in America. Let me tell you about this. What would often happen, we'd write a piece of music, and I'd say, sometimes to Marty, I'd say, what should we call that? And when we wrote this one, he just went, Buffalo. And it's a bit like Columbus and all those other songs. Once someone's given a name, it's very hard to come along. If you've got this song called Buffalo, and then you come back and go, oh, now I'm calling this song, I Really Love You, Baby. And the guy's like, no, it's Buffalo. There'll always be Buffalo. So I was sort of given this title, Buffalo, for this piece of music. And it's about a city. It's about a city in northeast of America. Very cold. Quite a weird and strange in the winter. Quite a place. Buffalo. I always enjoy playing there. We don't always do it. But we sometimes do. Yeah, all this stuff. I bought Hawkwind's old light show. Keith Donald, you'll like that. I bought Hawkwind's old light show, and I've hit the on button hard. Here we go. I've completely forgotten how it sounds in my head. Snooking on Friday, I gotta go. Spending a winter up in Buffalo. Someone I met there is calling me so. Gotta escape those blues, man, don't you know? Days of sickly summer, packed up and gone. Nothing. Days of sickly summer, packed up and gone. Nothing helps me. Okay, third time lucky. This one always trips me up. Days of sickly summer, packed up and gone. Nothing helps me. There's nothing wrong. This was so pleasant, incandescent. It's all over now. We should get going. Woman I met there, her name is Christina. 3 lonely lifetimes since I've seen her. She takes you places your heart can't go. During winter up in Buffalo, I'm dazed by her fire, lost in the glow. Days of drowsy pleasure in the afternoon dark. We drift together, we drift apart. It was so, it's wonderful. We should get going. Out there, the snow queen is kidnapping boys. The block of ice heart just tunes out the noise. Soft in her bedroom, her eyes in her glow. sleeping in winter. Down the furrow, in the furrow, in the furrow, in the furrow. Heather Jordan, luckily you are my best friend, because I'm going to grant your wish. I'm going to play Anchorage. I thought that was interesting. We've got three. Yeah, it's coming. All those names of all those places in America, desperately trying to hope the local radio station will go, oh, we have to play this song because it's called, you know, Charleston or whatever. Scales of an angel, wings of a snake, gonna hear in the future with a racket that you made, memory of a scream, heart of a flame, talking in a lost tongue, more of the same. Green ashes on the mill, just the way the dead have felt. That's nothing like the way my name is spelled, but I found it out anyway. Found it out anyway. Darkness returning, my torch keeps on burning for you. In the light you keep on spurning, everything is hurting me. Mouth of a river, fingers of a flute. The trees round here get used for rifles, growing lovely shoots. Around the captain's table, the silent diner slept, while in the white-out morning the distance slowly crept, and the ice in my glass, and the hit of the past, and the great icy blast, I pass it on to you. Darkness returning, my torch keeps on burning for you. In the light I keep on spurning, everything is burning me, everything is hurting me. Words of a mute, passion of a rock, working early on Easter Sunday, long before the cock. Motion of a statue, the honor of a rat. Our street was almost empty, but then you saw to that, and the ice in the box, falling off shelf in blocks, down at the docks. I was shocked not to be discovered. Darkness returning, my torch keeps on burning for you. In the light, keep on spurning, everything is burning me, everything is burning me. You've got the strength of a lamb, the shape of a cloud, the eyes of the stars, the cruelty of his crowd. This afternoon is crashing down, the bars are all closed today, lady. Middle of town is a long way down. I hate to see you break your crown, and the eyes in, and you're drinking my life. It's just a process in a trap. Slap it out of you, slap it out of you. Darkness returning, my torch keeps on burning for you. In the life that keep on spurning, everything is hurting me. Everything is hurting me. Music of the snow, template of a flake, kindness you don't know, and that's a delicious ache. Conscience of a fox, just about as much as a shoebox. The school of hard knocks box it out of me, and the eyes in my throat, the message in a note, just like a sinking boat. Coach yourself in sympathy. Darkness returning, my torch keeps on burning for you. In the light, keep on burning. Everything is hurting me. Everything is hurting me. Everything is hurting me. That song was for Heather Jordan. Okay. While I am... Okay. All right. While I'm here, I want to make a comment on what's happened. There's been some reset. Some apps have reset. The phones are updated. Some silly thing. And some of you have kindly donated me last week. And now there's a setting that won't let me reply to you. So if you think I've been very, very rude, it's because go to your PayPal app and listen to me. I don't want to be talking about this. Go to your PayPal app if you want to. If you want to hear back from me, if you want to hear your humble hero thanking you for your kind and generous support, then please go to your app and change the app. So there's some people I can think of. Alison Unruh is one of them, I noticed. Some people, long-term sort of donators. I don't want you to think I'm not thanking you, all right? The rest of you, the rule is if you want to chuck some money at me, you can. If you don't, you don't. If you've only got a little, don't worry about it. If you've got a fucking fortune, you're sitting there and you've got billions and billions of dollars. I'll tell you a phrase that I heard a lot today at the hospital: in the comfort of your own home. Surely that's going to be Steve Kilbey, in the comfort of your own home. Surely that's got to be a line in a song or name of a record or something. Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. Dollars, if you got dollars, chuck them at me. If you don't, don't. Don't worry about it. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'll tell you why I'm doing it. I'm like a football player that goes and kicks the ball against a wall. You're like my wall. Because I can't just suddenly appear at some huge glamorous rock festival in front of 50,000 people. And I haven't played. It's just going to be hopeless. Like you're running on the footy ground. You haven't played since last year. And you think you're not, I'm more fun than Tony Bennett, who of course has got the same maiden name as my mother. But we didn't have a lot of Italian in our family. And talking of Italian, there's my dear friend Stefano Jasmundo. Ciao, baby. Ciao, baby, let's call it a day. Ciao, baby, go ahead and throw my love away. Oh, baby, it's too late to change your mind and stay. Quick before the hurt gets fonder. Quick before my is under. Ciao. So when I was a kid, I heard this song, Ciao. I thought it was a guy called Ciao. It was only years and years later I went, oh, that's Italian for hello. Have you ever heard that song? Ciao, baby, let's go. It's one of those real, you know what I mean? One of those real groovy, jazzy ones. All right. Here's another one I haven't played since the last time I played it in your life. You're My Wall. Think of that. Oh, there she is. Something about Mary. Oh, hello, Steve. I miss you so much, Mary, and your wonderful husband. And they call me Stevchka. Inagata Vida. Inagata Vida, baby. Don't you know that I love? Neil Diamond should have done a version of that. Inagata Vida, baby. It's one of those real I'm a bloke strutting in a room, ladies. Don't you know that I love you? And the girl's going, ciao, baby, let's call it a day. All right, so we're going to attempt this one. Month of Sundays. Is that all right with everybody? Yes, I've got some sake. I've got some sake. No, I haven't run out of sake. It's not sake, it's honey mead. There you go. Not drinking sake tonight. I'm mixing it up. Honey mead from Ashanela. Pay attention, please. Here we go. Woman with that look in her eye, you stop to wonder as she passes by. Something outside you is never the same. Something inside you is always to blame. You follow her home where she lives with some friends. They had some good things to add to the blend. Things expanded, invaded the place. You're the only one who's forgotten his face. You're saying, no, 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 I must be on my way. But it really has been a pleasant night. Oh, you go so slow. Hope they ask you to stay. 'Cause I tell you, indifference gives you a fright. Walking outside, come to a door. You go inside, wonder what for. At least it's good to be out of the wind. You turn around and the clock's all beginning. Just like the winter, your memory flows. Just like the ocean, memory falls. So many pieces to match or to find. So many doubts to have in one mind. Just say, no, 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 I must be on my way. And it really has been a pleasant night. Yeah, you go so slow. Hope they ask you to stay. And indifference gives you a fright. It's hard to see how the tables have turned. It's hard to see how the people have learned. It's hard to watch the past drizzling past. It's hard to watch them picking a card because it stacks up badly. It never makes sense. You think that sensation is who's paying the rent when she beckons to you with the fingers alive. She says, can't you slice the price of your paradise? You say, no, 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 I must be on my way. But it really has been a pleasant night. Ah, you go so slow. Hope they ask you to stay. And indifference gives you a fright. You're saying no, 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 I must be on my way. It really has been a pleasant night. Ah, why you go so slow. Hope you to stay. Indifference gives you a fright. All right. A pleasant night. Now, chased by the shapes of your vow, look at the things she allowed. Junction fever must have closed down a rail. The gluttonous wind keeps on nibbling the sail. Queuing in the ruins in the wake of the gale is heavenly, I say here. The difference between close and near. The way oaks and oaks interfere. Looking first as a traveling buzz, pictures from the old country arrive with a thud. That nasty dream ceremony and murder happening, I say, must be thirsty. Drink, drink, sing, forget, must be empty. Inside the shadow cabinet she offered her to me, proffered herself languidly. The eldritch pitch must have muddled the spells. Tinges of Persia, I hope that it sells. Chemical nuptials and ringing the bells is harmony, I say, must be thirsty. Drink, drink, sing, forget, must be empty. Inside the shadow cabinet. Then one winter morning you walked through the trees. They cut them all down for the factories. Made this pretty cabinet and gave you the keys. Well, it's hardly used, I think. Must be thirsty. Drink, drink, sing, forget. Must be empty. Inside the shadow cabinet. I'm Steve Kilbey if you've just tuned in. We're giving away thousands and thousands of dollars tonight. Just give me a postcode and I'll be sending out money. Our operators are waiting to hear from you. I've got a car with a CD player and I've made myself sick of all my own music. Believe it or not, I'm sick of all the new things I just put out because I played them too much in my car, and now I'm resorting to listening to the radio. And what a shocker! Oh, the stuff on the radio. There's all those. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry, girl. Oh. And these sort of like cartoon voices, and songs are like nursery rhymes. Am I just being an old coot? Surely. I've got a Honda Jazz. If you see me driving around Sydney, stay right away, because I'm still paying it off. I saw this car the other day. It was bright red. It had decals and flames. I had things coming out of the bonnet. I had this like thing like to catch a cow or something, like really low down. And at the back it had one of those speed, so when you're doing 400 miles an hour, there's this aerial on thing. And I'm going, wow, what's that car? It's a Honda fucking Civic. Oh, come on. It's a Honda Civic. That's just silly. Yeah. You know I gave it a wash, Empress Arts Film, because I sent you a fucking film sitting inside it with all the things washing it, so you knew I was washing it. It's the cleanest car that can't park in my street because this street is right next to the beach, and from now on in you can't get a park in your own street because of all the rat bags parking there. You will often hear me, I don't often talk to the traffic. You know how you drive along with someone and he's saying all this stuff to all the people, come, what are you waiting for? You know, all this stuff. But I've begun saying, as I drive up Kilbey Bay Road, and I'm saying, I'm begging, don't turn into my street. Don't turn into my street. Please don't. And they're all turning in my street. And others are coming out the other way. And once you've turned in, you just get caught in this narrow street. Of course, there's police vans parked everywhere because they're getting their donuts and coffee and their Mexican food. And they've given up with all that masks and all that stuff. It's just like, it's back to a Cyberry. Look, it's not true saying that about New South Wales police. They're not, I just got some money paid into my Commonwealth bank account. Wow, I'm really happy now. Thank you. I keep forgetting to turn that up. The police are buying a Cyberry. This is what the police are getting: a Cyberry, raspberries, peanut butter. Some of them are getting cashew nut butter, I believe, and raw peanuts, and a favourite of old SK's, condensed milk, and something called LSA, and this muesli that has like currants. You know what I mean? Not like currents in the ocean. No, that's with an E. This is currants with an A. Okay? So that's what the cops are getting. They're parking their vans there, and I can't get into my street. And I know that you think I would have my own. You think that they would have a look. And how silly is it that the light show goes on being psychedelic while I'm whinging about my parking spot? It's become quite a thing for me. Even when I'm driving home from one of those gigs where I've just played to like 5 million people and they've had 19 standing ovations, I still, as I drive up and get near my street, suddenly all of that's washed away by despair and doom as I go, there won't be a park in my street. And not only that, I'll get caught in my street by all the cars trying to get in and out. And they put zebra crossings each way, so it's a mess. Don't turn into that street. It's all right for Foggy, because she's got that powerful motorbike. You bought a car that's too big for your carport. Oceanic lights are cleverly dim. Bluish features in the lower reaches. He raised our traffic, flares through him. Fishnet growlish, red one spark. All the arcs tracked in the dark. The more I see, the less I look. Here's another name I took. Listen in the early morning air. The remnants of their evening wear. Branching off, the road winds east. Deluxe locations just near completion. Dine with wine or oyster feast. These pearls are real, have one for free. They're washed up by the foam wave sea. The less I look, or I look, the less I smile. But never mind, why don't you stay a while? The fans blow secrets on the night. Out of mind, not out of sight. Is this where you live? 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 Broken voices and nylon choir, nothing left to stoke that fire. All they own is on their back. They never see or wonder if. Woo! Is this where you live? Ooh! Is this where you live? Thin dies don't buy for bones. Why deserve just to be alone? All they own is on their back. They can't believe it's you I'm with. Woo! Is this where you live? Is this where you live? There's all these signs flashing up about it's that time of year when I get paid royalty, and it just happens. Why the fuck is someone... I mean, it's great that my royalties are going in, and I was warned to turn off my bank app, but it's putting me off my stroke, seeing all these modest amounts of money jump into my account. They're just appearing. Imagine that. If you're seeing Metallica or whatever at the Megadome, and you're holding up a sign going, $8,000 just went into your bank account. Do you think that'd throw them off? And it was there, like it was. Do you think it would throw them off if they had screens in front of them telling them how their finances were going as they were playing? It's very harrowing. That's a good word. Steve Kilbey, Harrowing, the new album. All right. Don't blush when I press your touch. There's no need for any speed or rush. All you owned was on the floor, and I'm buying what you're gonna give. Is this where you live? Is this where you live? She said, there's a hell on that truck. Won't you please get it for me? I said, of course, my little swan. If ever and ever you had told me. She got mad, said you're too steep. Put on her boxing gloves and went to sleep. When I see the glory and I hear a story. When I hear glory, I hear a story. Sydney girls have got night lights in their eyes. Ask no questions and get told no lies. You don't get hurt. They're on the floor again tonight. Oh, tonight. Oh, don't fall in love. Oh, don't fall in love. Oh, no, don't fall in love. Eventually, we came to a chasm dark and wide, and silence, endless anemones, and shallow dreams. Life was beginning to take a shape. The water was warm as I hastened out and away. Scarlet world, start a little colonnade. This kind of earth eats a little energy. This kind of thing eats a little energy. This kind of thing needs a little secrecy. Oh, I've digressed. I've got so many songs, they're all persecuting me all the time. They're all like, sing me, sing me, sing me. All my 1,000 songs, they're all in there saying, you can do us in D. And then I'm quickly, while I'm singing the song, how's this? People think I'm a thick head. As I sing the songs, my voice is suggesting other songs for me to sing and how I would transcribe them quickly into this key I'm doing this in. And I'm reading comments and thinking of witty replies. And I'm writing a brand new song altogether. And I'm thinking of all those tens and 20s of dollars that just hit my bank account and how I can waste all that money irresponsibly first thing in the morning. All of this stuff, I'm processing it all. I've told you, where were you? I'm drinking honey mead with Blue Lotus. How are we going? It doesn't really matter because we can go on forever. Fuck finishing that one. I'm tired of that. Arcadia, you look so sweet. Kings of this world are falling at your feet. Arcadia, in between your lives, fish in your river, bees in your hive. Oh, that's enough of that one. All right. Wow, I've still got a lot of songs. Where are we actually at? Just give me a bit of, someone out there, give me some timekeeping. I just want to roughly know where we're at right now. So I've got all these songs here. I'm trying to figure out the ones to leave out that will most upset you. All that money. Oh yeah, I'm getting a foxtail and a dice. 1 minute, 2 minutes. Is that really all I have left? Oh, come on. It's 2. By the time we figure this out, 2 minutes. Thank you, Steph. All right. We've run out of time. I'm just gonna do my last song. Okay. There's about 18 more songs on my list. I'm going to do this one for you. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm quite hungry. I'm quite hungry. We can go over an hour. We're going to go just over an hour. I'm going to leave you with this little number. Sometime up here, watching a cloud. Funny how they shape your thoughts right out loud. Some days you laugh, some days you cry. So deep in a night and leaves a stranded high and dry. keep to yourself. Keep it in case. Keep it when you need it for a pretty smile for your face. Walk out in the sun. Walk out in the rain. Keep on walking. Don't look back here again. Don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back. Okay, you all better be praying that the blue dye tells them I'm all right. Otherwise, you're going to miss your humble hero. You're going to miss your humble hero when he's upstairs playing bass for Jimi Hendrix. It's been an absolute pleasure, people. I want to mention all my really good friends here. Pose the Pose, you're one. Fandoran, Foggy Fogwell, Nikki Roll, Steph Mack, Christine, beautiful number one. Keith A. Donald, soon our thing will be out. Uruguay, how is that? Mitch KY, Vicky Vander McKenzie, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Russell, thank you. Of course I'm going to be fine. Beck Duke is there. Bernadette Kesey, can you lend me $50? Heather Jordan, that show is for you. Lisa Gibbs, tell that man Glenn Benny he's my musical idol. The record sounds fantastic. It's my brother from Macedonia. Stevka, Johnny Zig, Ann Ward, Craig Albury, Holly from Minneapolis, all of you, I love you. And Justin Frew, of course. The Coyote, who I'm writing a double album about as we speak. I'm writing it with Don Walker. And of course, okay, all of you, I can't keep up. Jill Norman, Mary from Carmel, Art Cats and Dogs, Steve Enright, all of you, I love you so much. I've got to go now. I've got a hypoglycemia. I love you all so much. I'll see you later. Francis the Beast, you're all so fantastic.